Looks like we are live. Oh, there he is. How you doing, Tom?
Good evening, Mr. Grumpus. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Rushing around trying to get this set up. I wasn't prepared. How do I sound tonight?
Sounds good. How
Okay,
about
thank you.
me?
You sound great. Yeah, I didn't know if I was going to go live or not. I had our other friend say she was going to go live or try to, but I hadn't heard back from her since I don't know. I think about 8:30. I sent her a little text.
Hey, Desiree, how you doing? She was visiting her dad,
Yeah, that's what she said.
so I don't think maybe not a signal or who knows.
It's possible because she said she was going to try to find a quiet spot, and I said, "Well, if not, I'll take care of it."
Yeah, yeah, not a big
So
deal.
here we are. How are
How was
you?
good? How was Thanksgiving?
That's pretty good. Got to see all the family. Everybody behaved. No fights. Everybody's still speaking. It's a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we actually had a really good time because the boys are getting older, so
Yeah.
talking reminiscing about when they were little and stuff like that. I thought we had a good time. Really did. So, but I mean, turkey's turkey, no matter how
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean,
you know.
it's all about getting with everybody.
Yeah, exactly. I was twinging looking at the pies and stuff. you know,
Well, I not only twinged, I just jumped in.
and you took care of me then too, right?
I took care of you and everybody else.
That's the fun part about it. I don't know what
Hey,
these
God's
guys.
desire, how you doing? I don't know if anybody joined us tonight or not.
Yeah, you know what? I was just rambling around on the internet, looking at different channels and stuff like that, typing in different stuff and everything.
Yeah.
And I connected with with a guy who has 240 some thousand 45s records.
45 records?
Yeah.
Wow.
And just watching me, I think, what's his name called? Johnny G's, like, I guess like a DJ type of thing.
Okay.
And he played some old stuff, man.
So is he a collector or is this just something he's accumulated and he's still got?
No, he's a collector. I mean, he's in Tarrytown, New York. So I just stumbled over him, listening to a couple of different people playing guitar and stuff like that, and different bands and stuff. So usually before we go live, I check out um, the place down. I told you down in Key West, Florida. Okay, it's a
Yeah.
karaoke bar. They closed early. There's nobody there.
God's desire, if you want to jump up, go, this be a good time to cut your teeth.
Yeah, come on.
Ain't nobody watching but me and Tom and
Yeah,
you.
we're not too sure about us.
Yeah.
Uh, you went to your kid's house, didn't you?
I went to my sister's house.
That's right. Okay.
So I've got a sister here, and she's got 3 kids, and they've all got kids and families and stuff like that. So it's a
Yeah,
good time to get everybody together. My
that's good.
nieces and nephews, I can't believe they've grown up and they got their own babies now.
Yeah, I mean that's the how things go. Me and Marie were talking. I said, I can remember in the restaurant, the night before Thanksgiving was always a busy night.
Yeah.
For the bar and stuff like that. We had music and everything else like that. But then we would open from 12 till 3, and then we did a 6 to 8, like another buffet type of thing.
Oh, from noon until 3,
Yeah,
and then you shut down? Okay.
yeah. We would close down, clean everything up, and start back up again, and then usually close up by 9. Give everybody a chance and stuff like that. But from the night before, we'd be so damn busy, unbelievable.
So the night before, was it also like a Thanksgiving fair or just a regular night?
No, it was just a regular night, but it was overly packed. We would do anywhere from like 400, 450 covers for the night.
Wow.
Yeah, and then the band would kick in, so we would just constantly.
You think it was a lot of out of towners coming in and
Well, a lot of people coming back from,
checking you out?
families going out, relatives, it was busy. I mean, I tell you what, Grumpus, we would sell out a lobster early, and then it was just like whatever else came out, and they would hang out with the music playing and stuff. But it was crazy. It was always crazy. So every year, I mean, even back when we had the rock and roll days and stuff. So
I am trying to find me some a place to even put my elbows down. I got so much crap everywhere. I I had some fans that went bad in my computer,
oh,
and I mean, they had like a 3-year warranty on them, but they were high dollar fans.
hmm,
And I got back with the manufacturer, and they sent me another set,
nice.
which means I
You,
had to tear everything apart all over again,
oh,
redo
jeez.
the fans.
You
Now
know,
it's version 2, so all my software and everything I had going before
back
didn't
up
work.
again. Well, I tell you, unbelievable. Sometimes it's just not worth it. You know what I mean? It just there. I had an interview that's coming up Monday for Kevin from Man Kitchen Recipes.
Uh huh.
He does a lot of barbecue and stuff like that. He's a great guy. Lives in New Mexico, but I think he works directly for Microsoft, and I think he does repair work for the computer. So it's mostly all warranty work. And he'll go in
Okay.
and tear a computer down, put it back up again. And I said to him, I said, how busy are you? He said, pretty busy.
I bet he
But
is now with Windows 11.
yeah, exactly. And
What
on
a
top of
nightmare.
it, yeah, and on top of it, they cut back his hours, they cut back his everything. So it's crazy, 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 crazy. But we had a good time. I mean, we ate, we sat back, and just sitting there laughing and talking about stuff. To hear the boys' version of what we used to do, you know what I mean? He would say, "Don't get pop mad."
How it was through their eyes. That's pretty
Through their
cool.
eyes, yeah. Yeah. Don't piss pop off. Unbelievable. But them's were the days.
So, did you have to cook anything to,
I
to
cooked
take?
everything.
Or you cooked everything?
Oh yeah, they came to my house.
Oh, I thought you went. Okay, I thought you went
No,
to their house. Oh,
no, no,
okay,
no,
okay.
no. They came here. I cooked everything, and it's pretty good. Marie had made stuffing. I put a short up about it, everything,
Uh huh.
but she made so damn much stuffing.
You're stuffed.
Yeah, I mean, I had very little,
That stuff
but
to
she said,
freeze.
yeah, but she said, well, but give the kids, a ton, my daughter a ton of stuff. But she said, I have still some left. What are we going to do? So I just put it in a muffin pan. So we made stuffing muffins.
I like it.
They were great. They were great. I said, that's just enough for me, and I
Uh
ain't going
huh.
to blow my sugar up.
Well, that's
Hey,
cool. That's a
by the
good
way,
idea.
by the way, I've been back and forth with Patrick
Uh huh.
a little bit. Well, Patrick did tomorrow or later on or tomorrow. Check out Cast Iron Mike. He's got a new channel. Okay, talking about the carnivore and stuff like that. And he interviewed Patrick.
Oh, nice. I'll have to hook it up.
Yeah. So he looks good. He looks great. I mean, it was good to hear from him. So I sent him an email. I said, Tom's Real Food Podcast awaits. Hey, anytime, Tom, anytime. I'll do it anytime. Great guy. But
I haven't talked to him in quite a while.
yeah, he really really looks good and thinned up and everything like that. So yeah,
Looky here. Smoked the turkey on the pellet grill.
here you go. I like that.
Yeah, once I start throwing them on the smoker, I can't hardly eat them any other way. Hey,
Maybe we'll,
Terry, how you doing?
Terry, how you doing, buddy?
Now, I had a A hickory smoked ham I threw on the smoker with some more hickory.
Okay,
Kind of warmed it up.
nice.
I made a brown sugar. Let's see, brown sugar and bourbon and orange juice
Got
for a
yourself an old
glaze.
fashioned going there, didn't you?
For a glaze, and it come out really good.
Had yourself a little bit of an old fashioned going there.
I hated to put it on the ham.
Muddled the fruit. Oh, that's funny. That sounds good too, though. Good God.
So I did the ham and I made cranberry sauce. Everybody wants me to bring cranberry sauce every year, so that's easy. So
I guess about a week before Thanksgiving, I made pork tenderloin, but then I made a cranberry gravy
yeah,
for that. But I made it more or less like a glazed type of thing.
uh
Oh
huh.
man, Grumpus, that was fantastic. That was really good. So my daughter says, "Did you make any cranberry gravy for the turkey?" No. Pretty funny.
Well, I mean they request I bring it every year, but I don't think half the people eat it. I
Amazing.
guess that's one of them things you're either into or you're not.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All the talk and stuff about you know all the traditional stuff and everything like that. I'm looking back with my mom. My mom made tons of side dishes that
Oh
was like
yeah,
ridiculous. Creamed onions, creamed peas and carrots. All the old school stuff. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And half of it nobody ate. Just
Well,
she
that's
would.
kind of the way my mom and my grandma was. Certain people like certain things, so we had to make that.
Yeah. And my mom always went overboard with stuff. So she would make she never stuffed the stuffing in the turkey. She said, nah, I don't believe in that. I know too many people would get sick or got sick from that.
Yeah,
All right, well, whatever.
my
But
mom and grandma always did.
she would take and make an extra pan of stuffing because later on that night, after the pies and everything else like that, everybody full. I can't move. If they just ate 50 pounds of pie and pumpkin pie and minced pie and all that crap. And then she would pull the stuffing out and get three cast iron pans on the gas stove, lump of butter in it, and she started cutting up that stuffing
Yeah.
and put that stuffing in there and fry both sides of it.
Oh wow.
And then take the turkey, put some turkey on top of it, put the cranberry sauce on top of that, and then some of the gravy. And she would just start, and people would eat, my cousins and everybody. They'd sit
Man,
down and
sound
eat.
that sounds good.
Yeah, I said, son of a gun. But
Well,
anyway,
grandma always made, and my mom too, if I remember right. But usually it was my grandma. We went to her house. She would stuff the bird, and then she made some stuffing on the side that had oysters in it. Because there was
yeah,
a few of us liked the oyster dressing,
yes, I always
and
like
that
that.
was a treat. That was a once a year treat was to have the oysters.
Wow. Yeah, that was. I mean, some of the stuff that you go back and
Memories. Yep.
yeah, and just holy crap. I almost wet my pants the other day on Facebook. Somebody put a picture of somebody put cardboard down in their kitchen and had a deep fryer and the gas tank inside the house, getting
No
ready,
way.
getting ready to drop a turkey.
Nah.
Holy crap! Look at this whack job. But obviously it was just a pun, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they showed different angles of it. You know what I mean? Amazing, just simply amazing. Terry had some problems with his truck, huh?
Well, I tell you what, he's truck ain't giving him nothing but problems. Stopped yesterday. Okay, so he sold his old wheels and tires and he's going to pay for a muffler. Okay, that's pretty
Right.
good.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. So I was telling everybody that they're thinking about moving back. Matter of fact, they're supposed to leave next week, and I think they're putting it off
Oh
for a
yeah,
month or two. Yeah, so hopefully they can figure something out to stay. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, the important thing is she's figuring it out on her own, and
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I said I don't understand the difference between here and back east.
that's
Yeah,
true.
and still has a problem. I said so maybe you need to really think about this and work this out and stuff. So
And if things are tough, I mean, moving's not cheap.
well, that's the other thing. I said you couldn't have picked a better time of year to cross country. The snow and the rains and the monsoons and all this stuff.
I agree with you, Terry. So we just start earlier.
Yeah, yeah. So that that could be a good thing anyway. But it's cold here, Grumpus.
Is it really?
Yeah, we're in the 40s at night, and
Holy crap! It's let's see here. I was outside earlier. It wasn't too bad. I think it was 74. It's
do you
showing
have?
66 right now.
Let me see what I got.
We've had rain all afternoon.
Really,
Rain, thunderstorms.
it's 50 right now. 50, and tomorrow is supposed to be, I think. Right now we're in 60s, 40s, 60s, 40s. 13 degrees.
Man, I feel your pain, Terry, but I'm glad it's you and not me.
Exactly. I remember them days. No more.
I do too.
My old bones. Well, tomorrow night's supposed to be 37, 36. Rest of the week 30. So it's 50s and 30s now.
I tell
So
people, I said, when I moved to Texas, I didn't have Indiana in my rearview mirror because I didn't look.
that's funny. So tomorrow, actually tonight midnight, when the Sunday dinner chef goes up, it's my second year anniversary on YouTube with that
Only 2 years you've been on?
for the Sunday dinner chef.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, ketos. I've been on. I'll be this is starting my fifth year. So
Well, it went by fast, didn't it?
yes, it did. Yes, it really did. Unbelievable. So what else is cooking, man?
I cooked supper tonight. That was about it.
There you go.
I did. I was thinking of you. I found three little. I guess they were pork steaks, pork loin, the ends of the loins or something, about an inch thick. So and it was pouring down rain, so I couldn't do them outside.
Right.
I cut them in half uh, and made them thinner and browned them up in a cast iron skillet.
Oh,
Pulled them out, made a nice gravy, threw them back in there, and threw it in the oven for an hour at 300. And them things come out or fork tender.
yep. I tonight we've been running crazy past couple days because uh, Terry Charlotte's visiting her dad in Georgia, so she I don't know if she had a signal problem or whatever, but and she went to go visit Pop Up.
Yeah, if I remember right, she did have a hard time getting a signal last time.
Yeah. So anyway, so digging through the freezer, and I looked what looked like two um, what do you call it? Ribeyes. Okay. And ooh, look at these. I'm pull them bad boys out. Okay. Well,
Hmm.
it wasn't. It wasn't. It was. It was actually beef shoulder that I cut, and it looked like in the vacuum pack. It looked like ribeye. So I said, just wasn't in the mood to cook today. So what I did was I actually browned them up on in the cast iron and put them into the oven.
Okay.
And I looked up in the freezer and I found some kind of sauce that I had made, and it was actually pork drippings. Okay, with GU's barbecue sauce, no sugar, and I just just dump the frozen thing on top of the meat, put it
Why
in the
not?
put it in there and just let it go. And I'm telling you what, I went to take it out of the Dutch oven. It just fell apart. There you go. There you go. I love cooking. I love that stuff like that because I mean, when you're anticipating something, you know, something goes wrong. But when you
Yeah.
just don't worry about it, it came out really good. It really did.
Well, I mean, I just went out and found something in the freezer, just something to make some room, and told her I said I can't go outside and cook it like I want to,
Yeah.
and I hardly ever fry anything in the house.
Mm.
This is probably the first time I browned any meat up in the house in probably 2 3 years.
Really? Wow.
Because generally, if I'm going to fry, I'll take it out and put it on a gas grill in an iron skillet
Yeah.
and fry it up out there. Keep all the smoke and the splatter and smells and stuff outside.
I had I had visions of me rolling out the bighorn, plugging it in, and broiling it because I really looked at it real fast, thought it was ribeyes. It's like blind squirrel always finds a nut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. It was a twig, but it came out good anyway. So we rearranged our kitchen.
Yeah, it's something I got to do.
Boy, I tell you what, Grumpus, the crap we found.
Talking about the counters.
No, in the cabinets and stuff. I mean,
Oh,
just
oh, okay, okay.
we got all kinds of junk in there, and just keep pushing stuff in. So I said to Marie, "This is going to be it right now." Remember the show, Believe It or Not?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to put stuff in this box here, and that's going to go into the trash. Believe it or not. So we get into like the laundry room area, and there's a couple shelves there. Well, Miss Marie collects plastic, collects buckets and buckets of plastic.
Like butter dishes and
Lid,
Cool Whip containers.
every bit of it. And I said to her, I says, I acted like I had a mic in my hand. Ladies and gentlemen, this is obsessed. What do you have this stuff? I just put it in there. You never know when you're going to need it. I said, you never know. I said, right now, you corner the market in plastic. I mean, bins from the spinach, fresh spinach,
Yeah.
okay? Pile them and stack them one another. There had to be 40 or 50 of them. And then from the regatta cheese, the tubs,
Uh huh.
it had to be 60. And the lids. So she's looking at me, right? And I said, But then we got to my side, and she started, what is this?
42 coffee cans.
Yeah. I said I was going to paint them. No, you're not.
Gonna
You're
make something out
100%
of
right.
them.
Ay, ay, ay. And then we went into it, the hall closet, and she opened the door and she says, what is all them pipes in there? You never know. She's, are you a plumber? Do you open up a plumber shop without me knowing about it? But, I said, yeah, we got to clean house. Here's the thing. And here's what made me get into it. People around the corner, husband died last month, and they carried her butt out 2 days ago.
Oh no.
Yeah. And her kids were in the house, I guess, trying to get out of get everything out of the apartment. So she had a ton of stuff. Hey, Peaches.
Well, I'm going through this. I mean, I'm not going through it, but when my dad died, he had probably a good 2 acres of junk. I mean, he's a pack rat. And well, the city got on him back when I was a kid. Excuse me. City got on him once about all the cars he had out back. And he had so many cars, old trucks and cars and shit, that they brought the crusher out to the house and was crushing them on site. because it was cheaper than hauling the vehicles out to a junkyard. And now he's been gone now. I don't know. I'm guessing a year and a half, maybe 2 years. I lost track already. And my sister and her husband are living up there in the house. They'd bought the house,
Hmm.
and they're trying to go through all that stuff and get it cleaned up. But it is a mess. I mean, he's
Was it?
when we're talking about cars, we're talking about cars stuffed full of stuff. So, they were out there, and there's trees that have grown up through some of them cars that they're having to cut trees down to get the car out because it's a mess.
Wow.
I'd been telling him for years, you need to pin him down, ask him if that's our legacy, what's he want to do with that, everything like that. But nobody wanted to make him mad. And
Unbelievable.
now he's gone and left a big mess. And it's making me look at my situation, make sure I don't do the same thing.
You know, me and Marie talked about it, and we kid around about it. It was no big deal.
Yeah.
But I mean, just how you accumulate, you know, like I said, when I moved from New Jersey to North Carolina, and after paying almost 2 years on storage, when I finally was getting ready to pull everything out of the storage, I opened up the door, and the first thing I come across was a box of hammers. The frick am I doing with all these
Because
hammers?
one's not enough.
Yeah, I mean, how many? And you only got two hands, But
Well, if
but
you're
yeah,
anything like me, I've probably got a dozen hammers out back, out in the garage, because every time I need one, I can't find it, and I get pissed off and buy another one.
well, here is the thing, okay? You know, this guy right here, okay, that guy right there, get off my lawn.
Hey, Peaches, how you doing?
uh,
Glad you can make it.
I had one, you'd have a 16-ounce hammer, okay? Need a 22-ounce hammer in case I'm going to frame something.
Oh, and you got to have a waffle face,
Yep, you're gonna have that. You gotta have a sheetrocking hammer, roofing hammer. You gotta have.
ball peen hammer. You got to have the hand sledge.
Yep, the hand sledge, and then you need. I mean, it just goes on and on and on, and that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, but right now I'm. I shouldn't even say this around here because I might get thrown out of where I live. But I've been buying these butane bottles.
Oh yeah.
I have two stoves that I cook on. I mean, outside,
Okay.
I cook a steak on there, but I've been collecting them and collecting them. So right now, in the closet next to the door going outside the house, okay, there's got to be 30 or 40 of them. This place will go up like Lunar Park if anything ever happened. Boom, boom, napalm everywhere. But that's the way we are, and because I think the way we were taught, the way we grew up, you know,
Well,
use what you use, and
I was always taught be prepared.
yeah, well, I'm well prepared.
And one thing I hate more than anything is to be in the middle of a project and run out of something. Got to stop, clean up, get in your car because you're so dirty you don't want to get in the cars. You got to clean up, go to the hardware store or wherever. And by the time I get home, I'm out of the mood.
In Florida, okay, there was a hardware store going out of business, okay, and I bought buckets, and I mean buckets of screws, sheetrock screws, 2 inch, inch and a quarter, okay, 1 inch, 3 inch, 3.5 inch, okay, buckets of them. When I got out here, I said to Maria, I said, boy, I'm really mad. I said, I should have brought them. We should have found room. We bring them screws in. She's
Because they're not cheap.
now they're not. Hell no. And I'm going like this. I'm saying, why? I mean, so last week, you're going to love this one. The night before Thanksgiving, I guess it was in the afternoon. Turn the oven on. I'm getting a little bit of an odor. Okay. And I'm looking down there and it's orange. So I said, this thing's not venting right. I'm not getting enough air into the burner. Okay.
Is your kitchen stove, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grumpus. I get on the floor, take the screwdriver, and I'm trying to get to the back of it. I couldn't get there. I had to roll over, okay, to get in deeper into it. So I go to roll over from my side onto my stomach, and I popped my last rib.
Oh,
Bang! I hear, going like that. Marie's going, what's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter? Shut up. Okay. I'm trying to catch my breath the whole bit. So I'm laying there and then finally get my breath back. She says, get up. Why don't you call maintenance? I said, they're gone.
maintenance ain't a doctor.
Right, exactly. I need a paramedic, not the gas company. So I lean in. Okay, I get situated. I lean in, and I fixed it. I got it. Moved the vent a little bit. Now you want to see me try to get up? I said to her, "I'm going to crawl into," but it wasn't a constant pain. It just all I heard was it was like a crunch, but it was like the last rib,
Uh huh.
on that one corner. Anyway,
Oh man.
until I get in bed. All right, went in, took a shower, getting ready to get up in the morning. Get in bed, I'm okay. All right, so I go to reach over to shut the light off. Reach over and I pulled it again. So nothing broke, but I just either pulled it or did something, whatever. But it's definitely not broke. Last night couldn't sleep. I was up all night with the pain. Bang, bang, bang. She said, you want aspirin? I said, that's like, pouring a glass of water on a forest fire. Okay, it ain't gonna help nothing. So we got any scotch?
That'll work.
But,
So
yeah,
you gonna go have it looked at, or you just gonna
no,
ride it out?
I'm just gonna ride it out. Go have it looked at. You got to go see 40 specialists. Just unbelievable.
Yep, I got to. Told Vicky she's gonna have to help me. I need to level my stove. I've had. I've needed to do it for several years,
Hmm.
but sliding. We've painted a few times, and I usually pull the refrigerator away from the wall, pull the stove away, so I can get everything painted. And I think this last time when I put it back, I I think the adjusters underneath it must have spun
Okay.
on the floor when I put it back,
Hmm.
because I got enough lean that when I've got oil in a skillet, I got to keep moving the skillet 180 degrees to keep
Goes
things.
on the downslope.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I got right
sloping
now with
down
this thing.
towards the back. So I'm gonna get her in there tomorrow with some channel locks and see if I can spin those in the front enough to level it out.
I
It was
told
just
Marie,
like tonight. I was trying to brown up that pork, and I kept having to move stuff around because I couldn't keep the oil in
yeah.
the center of the pan.
And on top of it, just that stove. I don't know, on some of the videos I complain about it, just don't get hot enough. I mean, the flame just doesn't.
Yeah.
So I cleaned out all the jets and everything else like that on there before I get on the floor. But you know,
Is the gas all the way on in the back
yeah,
where the connection is?
yeah, yeah. So I guess I'm going to have to get a hold of maintenance and have them pull it out and just check what's going on in the back. I mean, I think I
Yeah.
fixed it, but it's still not enough.
Well, it could be a valve not all the way on, or maybe they've got a line pinched. If it's got one of them flex lines, maybe you got something pinched and
Yeah.
you're not getting all the gas that you should be getting.
So Marie says, "Why did you call maintenance?" I says, "Because they're barely walking." I mean, you know,
I hear you.
ask them to fix the door. Bathroom door would move, would open. Okay, you put it up by the wall, and it would start going back like this.
Yeah.
Well, call the guy. The guy says, I don't know how to do that," and left. So okay, so I fixed it.
Yeah.
Took the hinge apart, put a little little Velcro behind the hinge, and screwed
Yeah.
that in, and so I got that done. But Marie says to me, "Please understand your age And please understand, mind says good. Yeah, you can do it. Body says, what are you, drunk? So sleeper.
We had a lot of that down in Houston. A lot of doors. Them buildings moving all the time.
Yeah,
We'd pop that bottom pin out and just bend it just a little bit and beat it back down in there, and that'd put it in just enough of a bind it'd stay where you put it.
yeah, yeah. Hey, what's up, Lance? Yeah, I seen that. I seen him today too. In fact, I'm gonna have him on probably in a week or so.
Lance, how you doing tonight?
He's gonna come up with me. He looks good, Patrick. I said. It was nice to hear from him. He still got the sense of humor and stuff like that. But
Well, that's great.
yeah, he gave up the booze and yeah. In fact, I'm going on tomorrow with Mike, Mr. Cast Iron.
So the interview went live tonight then.
Well, Mike records them and then puts them up.
Okay.
So basically like I do. So, but yeah, I'm going.
Yeah,
on
Lance, he's probably lost a lot of weight.
He said he's down 5 pant sizes. So you got to
I
watch
don't know what
it.
he weighed before, but last time I saw him, you could see it in his face. He had lost quite a bit of weight,
Yeah.
and he's still carnivore, right?
Yep. Hmm. He said that in the last 18 months all he does is eat lamb,
Lamb.
not so
Well,
much
down
beef.
where he's at, that's probably affordable.
It's exactly. It's like pork for us.
Yeah.
So I sent him an email. To you rat bastard. Lamb. I love lamb. But, yeah, I got a hold of Patrick about a month ago, and we were talking back and forth, and when we're going to do dude and stuff,
Right.
But he said he's working crazy hours and stuff like that. But he sounds happy. He's and
He looked pretty jovial last time I saw him.
yeah.
Said he felt great. He was feeling better than he'd felt in a long time.
Yeah, lamb. I mean, lamb. A little. I think it's like 2.5 pound, boneless leg of lamb.
Yeah.
Okay, it's almost $60.
Well, them little bitty old tiny little racks of lamb you get in the store, they're $25 a pound.
Yeah, it's nuts.
You
It's
know,
completely nuts.
somebody like me, I could sit there and eat 3 of them racks in one sitting.
Yeah, I had one guy always ragging about me about keto. Well, it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable because to a lot of people because you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. As right away you try to make substitutes for the sugar. Just to eat regular food. You get full, you'll be okay. I understand that. All right, well, you do you, I do me.
There you go.
That's how we do it.
Not holding nobody's feet to the fire.
I had another lady break my horns about you eat an awful lot of pork. I said, have you seen the meat prices with beef? Okay,
Yep.
Pretty soon we'll be eating raccoon or whatever when pork prices go through the roof.
A lot of pig and yard bird at my house.
You better believe it. Better believe it.
I can't remember the last time I bought beef.
This year I frogged the turkey. I took it, cracked it open, and it was good. It was nice and juicy and stuff.
You
like
do
that.
it in the oven? You do it out on your grill?
No, in the oven. Yep, in the oven. It's like 2 hours. It was 15, almost 16 pounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In 2 hours?
2 hours. That was it.
What temp did you cook it at?
325.
Okay, that cooked pretty quick, didn't it?
Yeah. Once I frog it and open it up,
Yeah.
rather than spatchcocking it and cracking it this way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Opened it up and I didn't have to worry about anything like that. And it was really good.
I'll have to try it. I usually spatchcock everything, but I'll have to try it your way and see how that works out.
Yeah. It's really good with chicken. To frog a chicken like that. And I me and Marie were talking the other day, man, the amount of turkeys we used to go through every year. It was almost like suicide. I mean, they're just constantly going, turkey. Pull that one out. Start carving it.
And you did all those whole, didn't you?
Yeah. We would do anywhere from 45 to 50 pounds.
Mm-mm.
couple of them we couldn't get into the oven. So they're the ones I would, we would cut them and put them in there. But the best ones that we did in the beginning was we would do them in that Ultrasham. I could put four in that at a time, and I would cook them at 260 and hold them at 165, and just pull them out, bring them out, and I'm just almost like pull apart
So,
type thing.
so what is that? Like a big portable oven?
Yeah, it's a big slow cooker.
Okay.
We used to do the prime ribs in that. I used to be able to put 10 prime ribs at a time, and I had four of them boxes.
And it was what, gas or electric?
That was electric. Yeah,
Okay.
we'd set the time, and it almost operated like a big crock pot type of, but no, all the liquid would fall to the bottom.
Right. Right. Okay.
When I did the ribs, we would do baby back ribs, and I'd hang them. And what I would do is I would get it going, but then I would start a little box of smoke, with apple wood I used, and just start that just to get a little
Yeah.
smell into it. You know what I mean? They were nice machines. They really were. That's why I like this grizzly I got. I mean, the broiler, if you're gonna top down cook them, man,
Uh huh.
what a big difference! What a big
Yeah.
difference!
Those look pretty slick, and it didn't look like they were that expensive.
No, I think they were 200, 190. I think
Yeah. Yeah. Right
200.
around $200 mark.
Yeah. Guy says, "We'll extend your discount code." I said, "Buddy, let me tell you something. I've been doing this for a long time. I ain't sold one thing." I said, "So keep your discount code." Unbelievable. What else is going on, brother?
Not a whole lot. I mean, I went into work yesterday just for a couple hours, kind of count heads, count fingers, that kind of stuff, and then I
Yeah.
left. Today, like I said, it's been rainy and nasty, and just kind of laid around, watched the movie last night, watched the movie tonight. Like I said, I texted, or
Sure.
I guess I used Instagram on Charlotte about 8:30, and I still hadn't heard from her. That's when I emailed you. I didn't want to come up here by myself.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, it's been a crazy week. Like I said, going through the kitchen and stuff, cleaning stuff out, and then in the office here, I got two closets in here. Marie says, "Oh, you're gonna kill me if you look in here." Unbelievable.
We've got a couple people in the chat, don't we?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm surprised. I really didn't think anybody would be up and about.
Usually, it's a quiet weekend.
Yeah,
Um,
a lot of people out of town.
I just clicked over to a guy I know here in Vegas who does Fremont Street, and it looks
Secret
pretty.
safe with me, Terry.
Looks pretty busy down there, but way off from a year ago, 2 years ago.
Well, Terry said we got 10 people in. Okay.
There you go. I I did a video because I was too tired to shoot one past couple days, so I did a video from 2 years ago, and I redid it.
Uh huh.
The prices 2 years ago, Grumpus. I said, "Holy crap!" That's the name of the video. 2003
Holy
when you
crap.
no 2023 when you can afford meat. Unbelievable.
Well, we went to the store, I think it was Tuesday of last week, and just bought a little of this and a little of that, and it was still over $100.
Yeah, I mean, it's just there's no sense talking about it no more because there's nothing you can do about it. So
No, I
you just got
mean,
to change your ways of doing things. I'll be changing my channel to Tom Garvey to vegan. Uh,
well, we're just not eating a lot of the same stuff we've been eating.
yeah,
I
I
came
mean,
home and I was rummaging around in the cupboard, She said, "What are you looking for?" I says, "There ain't a potato chip once in one in this house." She said, "We just come from the store." I said, "I know." I said, "I haven't bought potato chips in probably 4 months." I said, "When they went over $5 a bag, I decided I don't need them that bad."
Yeah. Quint got 14 inches of snow.
Hey, Quint, how you doing?
Wow, that's insane. I tell you what, I mean, tonight I told Murray, turn that friggin' heater on.
Well, from what Tom's saying, it's not that warm in Vegas.
It's in the 40s. I mean, we probably got 14 inches of dust.
My goodness.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think Terry. I think the last beef that I bought was some briskets that were on sale, and I ground them up.
I got it. I said to Murray, I said, I'm going to start grinding my own. She said, your grinder broke. Ah, that's why I'm not grinding up meat. Unbelievable. Well, so I guess the weather's changing here. So we'll have probably late January into February. We'll get into the 20s, and we'll have a couple cool days like that.
Yeah, that's usually our coldest time is in February.
Yeah. So I'm too old, Quint. Yeah, I hear you, Quint. And I tell you,
Yeah, I had to go out in the greenhouse today and switch out my. I've got a one of these pool thermometers
hmm?
that I leave in one of the filters inside the greenhouse, so I can tell what the temperature of the water without going outside. Well, it had died, gosh, probably 2 months ago, and I had a new one, so I had to go out and get that thing hooked up. Now this crazy thing, it's got the sensor that floats in the pool, and it's got a receiver slash transmitter that plugs into an outlet.
Mm,
So the unit talks to the receiver through Bluetooth, and then the receiver talks to an app on your phone through Wi-Fi.
wow.
And I was out there an hour trying to get both of those hooked up at the same time. I could get one or the other, but I couldn't get them both to talk because it gets so cold you don't feed the fish.
Okay.
And I want to be able to, before I go outside and put my shoes on, have to go outside and put my finger in the water. I want to know what the temperature is. So I did that this afternoon, and again, that's just one more experience in technology.
What do you got? What do you got growing in the? You got somebody in the basement.
Hey, Alex, looky
How's
here.
it going, gents?
Pretty good. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Like Maxine Waters, I feel younger every day. People say I can pass for 40, 50 years old. What, they got cataracts, Lance?
Well, Alex,
That,
what's up with you tonight?
Oh, I just thought I'd hop on and say hi to you guys, see what's
Well, I
going on.
appreciate it.
it's been a while.
It's
Yeah,
been a year and a half since I've been on live.
we were
Wow.
debating whether we go live or not because I didn't know if anybody'd be around to be bothered.
How you doing, Alex?
Health-wise, not very well, but otherwise, very well.
Okay. Still fighting the fight, right?
I won the one fight, but now I'm fighting another fight.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Uh, when it rains, it pours, man. When it rains, it pours.
It does.
Uh,
What
I don't
part
know.
of the country are you in, Alex?
North Dakota.
Ooh,
He's in,
you're up there where it's cold too.
Coal
Yes.
country. He's coal country.
Oh man,
I
I don't
didn't. I
miss that a
couldn't.
bit.
I couldn't remember if it was South Dakota or North Dakota. But anyway, no matter where, it's cold.
It is cold. You're right. And we just got 8 inches of snow last night.
I'm crying about 47 degrees.
Hey,
That's,
I just bought one of those propane heaters. You know, that got the big hi hat
yeah.
Yep.
for my deck. I, I one of them Black Friday sales. So my wife said, "What are you going to do with that?" I said, "When it hits 65, I'm gonna light her up."
Well, see, Grumpus. Here's what you got to do because that's got the burner up on top there, right?
Yes, it does.
You need to make a rack. You got to make a rack, and you'll be able to do steaks up in that.
That ain't a bad idea. I could probably do naan on the lid.
Yeah. Ay, ay, ay. Madwood's in Iowa. So is Quint. Quint's in Iowa also.
Hmm.
Yeah, I told Maria, I said, yeah.
Where's
I
the
said,
dude at? He's
dude's in Idaho.
Idaho. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. He's in just outside of, he's in Star, I guess. Yeah, Star, Idaho. I get cold up there too.
Well, Alex, how was your Thanksgiving?
Good. And your guys's?
That's great. Told
Yeah,
Tom earlier, everybody behaved themselves. No fights broke out. I think everybody's still speaking to each other.
yeah,
So it was a successful Thanksgiving.
That's a plus.
yeah. I was telling Grumpus before my grandsons. One's 23 and the other one's 17. And to see the transformation from being, little kids and, you know,
The young men.
getting older, talking, and what they remember growing up, with us and stuff like that. Pretty comical. Pretty comical.
Yeah, because I imagine their point of view is a lot different than what you remember.
Oh yeah, yeah, hell yeah. They said I remember Pop got so mad he shot the lawnmower. It wouldn't start. That's a hell of a that's a hell of a thing to tell a psychiatrist, wouldn't it be? He got so, he got so mad he shot the lawnmower because it wouldn't start. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, I've threw a few weed whackers across the yard before. Yeah, one of them I just hit a tree and just wrapped that sucker around it. My ex, she said, "What the hell's going?" I said, "If it ain't gonna work for me, it ain't gonna work for nobody."
That's it. That's like the guy was took apart a weed whacker, looking at
Uh-huh.
weed stuff, pulling it, pulling it, pulling it. Okay, and then finally he takes it, throws it down on the ground, and his younger son comes over, picks it up, and says, "Switch." So I love that. I really love that. That's my luck right there.
Yeah, as I get older, I don't want anything but anything with a spark plug.
What I
Wear
told you.
myself out trying to start that old shit.
Yeah, Terry, he told me about that he met you. He said you're a really nice guy. The dude, him and Terry met up.
Oh, I bet that was fun.
Yeah.
So
Um,
how's the dude's wife doing? Wasn't she having a bad spell there for a while?
he said she's doing okay. She's I'm not wasn't really sure exactly what it was,
I wasn't either.
but I believe it was stomach, something to do with the stomach or something.
Okay.
And I think three times in a month they had to medevac her from Idaho to Utah.
Oh wow.
Whew. I said, "Oh man, I'm
That's
sure
expensive.
I'm sure it was. I mean, they they took me from Sampson County, North Carolina, up to Raleigh to a hospital. Okay, and as I got into the ambulance or whatever the big truck they had, whatever the paramedics unit, whatever,
Yeah.
As soon as they closed the doors and took out of the hospital in Sampson County, we get up on 95. The guy come around with a thing. You got a credit card?
You're
I
all
said,
laid out.
I pull the cover over. Look, I got one of them bed sheets on my neck. You maniac. Give me a 2-year rent. It's amazing. It really is. What are you going to do, right?
Well, that's
I
why I
just
drove
know
myself to the hospital. Or I had Vicky drive me, but
Yeah.
I know my medevac from Glendive, Montana to Bismarck, North Dakota was $100,000.
Yeah.
that's just a sin.
Yeah, it is. It really
You,
is.
you think?
They just my insurance company just sent me. It looked like a credit card, but it's you can get $90 every quarter for over the counter stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So I said, why do you make it look like it's got a Mastercard logo on the bottom of it? What do you make it look like that? And they couldn't answer the question at first, but then somebody else come along and says, why is this set up like this? Why is this like that? Well, eventually, if the drugs that you can't afford, you can be able to put it on that card
Ah,
and then pay for it down the road.
kind of sneaky, isn't it?
Yeah, rat bastards. No. I said,
Yeah,
I'll
I
show you.
used to get something like that through Kelsey Siebold. Every 90 days, you got you got so much to spend. Like it was like $75 or something.
Mm.
And that's one of the reasons I went with them.
Yeah,
And then they turned around and dropped it. Well, they didn't drop it; they changed it to $25. Well, $25 don't buy crap.
exactly.
I can buy
That
that many cookies at the drugstore.
it says it's healthy on it. That's what I would tell them. And look at this, less sugar. Say it's healthy. Unbelievable. Overdose on lithium. Well, I tell you what, Terry.
I don't want to be anywhere around Terry.
I'm gonna tell you something,
I'm
Terry.
just saying right up front.
I'm gonna change your name to Lucky. Oh my God. Cheese and crackers. Unbelievable. We were walking down they had when I come out of surgery, the first surgery I had with the bladder cancer. So got to get you up and walk, and I got a catheter hanging off me, okay, and I got the what do you call it, the hospital gown on,
Yeah.
okay. I'm walking down the hallway, and some old lady says, "You should close up your back." I said, "You should not look and shut your mouth." But what I've been right through you, crazy bitch. Unbelievable. Amazing. I don't know. So what else is cooking there, Alex? What's going on?
Just do treatment 3 days a week and doctor's appointments.
What's going on now?
My kidneys are in stage 5 failure,
Jesus Christ Almighty!
and it's from a medicine they gave me in the hospital when I had COVID. And my kidney doctor said they're finding out there's so many young people because the people I go with right now, they're from ranging 35 to 50-year-olds, and they all had COVID in the hospital.
Uh, Kidneys are shutting down.
Yep, 100%.
Jesus!
So I'm on 3 different transplant lists. Hopefully one comes up soon.
Wow! 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 Wow!
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, it is. That's Jesus crying out loud. If you
So
don't,
they made me retire because I can't work.
yeah. Do you have dialysis or?
Yep, 3 days a week. That's my treatment. That's
Jesus.
what
I
they
got a,
call it up here, anyways. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've got a nephew going through the same thing 3 times a week. I think it's 4 hours each time.
Mine's 5.
Wow.
That is a shame. That is a total shame.
Yeah.
Have you reached out or done anything as far as like GoFundMe or anything like that?
Not yet, but we're looking into it because Yes, I get my Social Security because I'm on dialysis, so you automatically they send you the paperwork for it. So of course I filled it out because we
Right.
need the money. We're just living off my wife's income, and it's getting tight.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I really am.
Yeah, I am
Um,
too.
when I went through the bladder cancer, they also said you got to keep an eye on. I forget whether his left or right kidney. That also had a 3 centimeter tumor in it
Hmm.
to keep an eye out on it. So I mean, that's always in the back of your mind, Um, because your kidneys are not that big, and 3 centimeters is pretty good
No,
size.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
So has it just stayed stable, Tom? Or
they, the last time I went and got everything checked, which is a fun checkup, you know. uh,
I know.
yeah, they turned around and said, at this point right now, there's no need to do a scan. Which I said, why? I want
yeah,
to know. Well, your insurance won't cover it. That's the other part of it right there. You know what I mean?
right.
You need certain treatments, but yet your insurance said nope, can't go. So at that time, I had said to, I actually had a call, and I was probably on hold for about almost an hour and a half before I got to talk to somebody and trying to keep going on. I said to the one woman, I said, I want to know who is telling me or making the decision that I can't have this treatment. Who is this person? Is he over my doctor who ordered the treatment? Does he know more than my doctor? And they couldn't give me a straight answer, And then now every time my name comes up, like pain in the ass that I am, but every time it comes up, they don't want to answer the question because there it is. So we're just sitting on it right now. I mean, I have no problems with it or anything else like that, you know.
Okay.
And the bladder cancer is in check, so they say you're clear, and I told the doctor, no, I'm not. You're never clear. Once you have cancer, you got it, and
The worry never goes away.
right, and you put
That's
that
right.
you put it in remission for a while, but it's there. So, yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame that we get treated that way, but in the same token, no, what's the alternative? I mean, but the, the first time I went and had my treatment done, I couldn't believe the amount of beds and chairs that were there to get your treatment.
Right?
Okay, there's like 30 chairs, and they filled them up pretty quick. It was probably about 10 or 15 beds that were filled up to get the treatment and stuff like that. So, you get that many chairs and stuff like that, medical business is making a lot of money. But anyway, Alex, I feel bad for you. I really do. That's, you're another guy named Lucky. Well,
Well, look what they done to Terry here. I mean, that's just stupid. Absolutely stupid.
It sure is.
because they don't know any better, Grumpus. It's all the bottom line. And the sad part about it is the prices keep going up, 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 up. That's why I'm saying about this card that you get.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, and when the guy told me that, I says I knew this was coming because the one drug that I was on was $587 if I had to get it on my own a
Yeah.
month. So I don't know.
I
You
mean,
have
I've got one prescription that when they pull it every time. I mean, every time now for a year, every 90 days I go in there, and it's a little over $500. And I tell them, I said, I'm not doing that. Last time I was here, it was 100.
yeah,
Well, if they pull the generic, I mean, this is backwards. If they pull the generic, insurance doesn't cover it. But if they pull the name brand, it drops down to $100. And I
wow.
told him, I said, every time I come in here, I go through this. And he said, well, have the doctor call in and just say no generic.
Yeah,
Because, they get tired of counting pills too.
yeah. how many blood thinners do you still have you on, Grumpus?
Uh, Two, I think.
Two. Okay.
I'd have to go back and refresh my memory on the stuff I'm taking. I think I got two blood thinners. I got one that keeps my heart rate in check,
Hmm.
and I think one is blood pressure.
Do you take any like CoQ10 or anything like that?
No, that don't sound familiar.
Because if they got you on a statin, I would take CoQ10. That brings back. It's an enzyme, okay, that your heart actually requires to use.
Okay.
Statin actually kills it. So I
Well, the Xarelto is what they try to pull generic, and it's so expensive.
yeah,
And I would have thought generic would be cheaper. No, I'm not taking anything like that.
that's it. It's all natural, and I tell you that especially because the arrhythmia and stuff like that, this actually keeps it in check. You know, and there again, I'm getting more and more disgusted with, and I didn't mean to turn this into that on your channel, but
Uh,
the
it's late.
the idea of the medications that they keep you on to chase your tail, keep take this and you're going to have to take that
Yeah,
later. Take this, you have to take that later. When you ask them about taking something like that, what most surgeons or cardiologists tell you to take that CoQ10. But if you go into other stuff like berberine and other natural stuff that's made, they say, oh, geez, there's not enough studies on it. Well, duh, you're not getting paid by them,
yeah.
you
Ain't
know.
that the truth?
So that's
Now they
that's
did. I had a shoot blood doctor. What do you call them?
specialist.
No, no. Anyway, she's got me on vitamin
Oh,
vitamin D.
endocrinologist.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the word. Uh, she put me on vitamin D because I've got a high calcium in my blood,
Okay,
and they're trying to figure out where that's coming from.
high calcium. Yeah, that's not good.
No, no.
Really, really is not.
Apparently, I'm supposed to be regulating that internally, and if I'm not, then
Did
it
they ever say
it
anything
might
to you
be my
about your?
bones.
Did they ever say anything to you about your like type 2 or anything like that, or your
No,
blood sugar's high?
no, because when I endocrinologist, that's the first time I saw her, and I was prepared for her to bring that up because that's
Okay,
one of her specialties.
all right.
And I told Vicky before I went in, I said, I know that's what she's gonna bring that up, and I'm gonna argue with her about it. But no, she didn't. She didn't bring it up,
Yeah.
and
There's other ways to get around that also with the high calcium and stuff.
well, I knew I'd gained so much weight. I thought maybe that was
Yeah,
triggering something.
you can and see this is where like a guy like me, what I do, with keto and carnivore,
Yeah.
that is the linchpin that I get into an argument with them over that same stuff right there. Well, you're gonna die of high cholesterol. I said, show me one person that died from high cholesterol. You whack job, and they can't. They can't do it. But and I said to him, I said, you think at this stage of my life that I really give a rat's ass about that? You know what I mean? I says for 20 some years I did it your way,
Yeah.
okay, and now it's my turn. And I tell you what, I got more results doing it my way than your way. And the guy says, you're right. You're 100% right. But he can't. There's nothing they can do about it. I mean, I guess they're tied into it.
Well, I'll
But
see my cardiologist again in a couple of months, and I'm gonna see if we can get off of some of these pills.
yeah, hey, Grumpus, my dad had probably 3 or 4 heart attacks. Okay, from like his mid 40s into his mid 50s, and he always ate good. I mean, no junk food or anything else like that. But he smoked like a chimney,
Yeah.
and he used to like his booze. So I never. So my brother was friends with the doctor. Okay, my older brother, and one night my dad was home, not smoking, but we used to watch him walk the dog. Okay, and it was pretty dark out. We were watching. You could see the glow from his hands from the cigarette. Well, the dog looked like Mighty Joe Young. I mean, she walked so much. She was in really good shape. He was home sitting there one night, and I happened to be there, and the phone rang. I picked it. Hello, and it was my brother. Tommy, put Daddy on the phone. I said, yeah, all right, hold on. Put him on the phone. My dad's going, what the hell does he want? Okay, my dad takes the phone, and all he said, why that son of a bitch. Boop, hangs the phone up. Well, come to find out that his cardiologist dropped dead of a massive heart attack.
Oh no.
My dad went in his closet. Okay, he come out and he had a bottle of Carstairs ready to be cracked and a carton of cool cigarettes. And he looked at my mother and he went, "Don't say nothing." He sat down and there he went. But yeah, I mean,
Quint, I know what you're talking about. I had my heart attack at 71, and they couldn't believe I didn't have a primary doctor or wasn't on a walker or nothing like that. And it wasn't until my surgery that they put me on these medications, and I hate it.
Grumpus, you got to
I hate
stay.
trying to remember to take them.
You got to stay on top of that because that's how they screwed me.
I
I'm
think
on this one
I got
pill
five
that
I'm
they.
taking.
Yeah, I'm on this one pill that I should have never been. They told me 6 months will take you off it. Nope, still doing it. That's almost 20 years.
Well, I feel like I'm healing up pretty good. So if they don't do some adjustments next time I go in, I may wean myself off of one or two of them myself.
Yeah, just find the ones that you actually know you don't need.
Yeah,
Hey, look them up. You know what I mean?
yeah,
WebMD, you can find a lot of information about the pills and stuff.
yeah. I bet that didn't help your blood pressure much, Quint.
Yeah, I can almost bank on that one, Quentin.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So Alex, how does this bank work now? Kidney bank.
You just wait till somebody passes so you can get a kidney. I'm listed in Fargo, North Dakota, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and in University of Minnesota in Minneapolis.
Hmm.
Because you have to be within 6 hours of your home base
Oh,
for
okay.
it. So those are all within 6 hours of me.
Okay. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. You talk about unbelievable. I
Yeah,
don't know, man.
my nephew, I think I don't know if he's on the list yet or not, but if he's not, he can't be too far from it. 'Cause like I said, like Alex, he's going in three times a week.
Once they go south, there's no coming back from it. And the funny part about that was my older brother lost a kidney, and none of us matched. Figure that one
That's
out.
something.
Yeah, figure that one out. I don't know. Well, maybe match. Who the hell knows? I just don't like the amount of lies that we're being told about all of it. You know what I'm saying? Just that's. I don't know.
Well, I believe the doctors have got they're going to make their money,
Right.
but at the same time, sometimes I wonder if these pharmaceutical companies are even telling the doctors the whole story sometimes.
Yeah. Well, stop and think about it. How fast, um, or how long has it taken to come up with a cure for cancer?
Yep.
How long has that taken? When AIDS epidemic broke out, all of a sudden they took care of that pretty quick, didn't they?
Yep.
And some of the other stuff. So I get it. We're only numbers according to them, this and that. But our whole system's screwed up. The whole thing is messed up.
Big
The
time.
amount the amount of money that we got to spend, just to go. Well, my doctor said to me, just to start over again. He's a young guy, and I like the guy pretty much, and he understands exactly where I'm coming from. That's why he wants Marie to come every time I go into this visit. Okay, just so me and him to go do battle. But he's on a computer also. I
Yeah.
said, so what you're doing here, I can do the same thing. Okay, you got a sheepskin hanging, I don't. Okay, but I know me,
Yeah.
and that's who we're talking about right now is me, not some guy, 100,000 miles away from here. You know, did a study and all that crap. So I said, do you think most of the problems that people have nowadays is about the food that they eat? He said, oh yeah, 100%. I said, so why do you frown down on what I do? And he says, well, I don't frown down on it, but the company that he works for, okay, they have guidelines with stuff that they can and can't do. So he said, I want you to go get some tests and stuff. I said, I'm not doing it. We at least go to the cardiologist and get an EKG. I said, it's $155. I said, I'm not paying that.
Yeah.
And he's, we went back and forth with that stuff in there. So it's a catch-22. I mean,
Well, I mean, why can't he prescribe that and let insurance pay it?
yeah, exactly. But they
You
don't
know,
do
to
it
tell
that way.
you to go do it. Well, tell him he needs to do that.
And what it is he said he can't write a prescription for that, or can't for specializes that. That's their because it's all in the same group.
Right. Right.
Okay. But he said once you go in there, that's what they do. He says, like here, we walk you down to the scale and then take your blood pressure and stuff like that. Everybody that goes to them gets the EKG, and that is money that flows to them directly, out of your pocket. I said, I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. 32 years, huh, Quint? Wow.
A long time on one job.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I don't know. Don't know
So are
the
you on
answer.
any Alex? Are you on any special diet or anything? Is there anything you can or can't eat?
I gotta I gotta watch my phosphorus, and more or less is what that means is like box food, which we don't eat in our household because I make most everything from scratch.
Okay.
I've never believed in it. That's the way I was raised. You ate out of the garden, and everything everything was homemade.
Yeah.
And going out to eat for me is we didn't do it anyways beforehand, so it's not a big deal now.
What they say about your salt intake?
My sodium is really low, so they keep telling me I need to take in more.
See, there again, that's another myth that they have as far as what your blood pressure is up. Our bodies need salt. We're
It
we're
does.
we are fluid. We are fluid based. Okay, and water, everything to move, it moves through sodium. I don't know. There again, not a doctor, not a scientist, but when I got sick, I did a lot of research, especially when they put me on the pyramid. When I discovered after I was getting my treatment that the treatment actually gave me type 2 diabetes. And then they sent me to an endocrinologist who actually had a dietitian on staff. Sat down with both of them,
Mm-hmm.
and she hands me the card with the pyramid. I said, what are you talking about? Are you nuts? Breads and all this stuff. No, no, no. That's when I got diligent with it,
Yeah.
with the whole thing. Because at that point I had no qualms because it turned around to where he told me to get my affairs in order. So that was enough to light the switch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And let's try something else and go for it. It's a shame, it really is. I don't know, but anyway, um, let's see. I think now on sale we're coming up with. How about meat, Alex?
It's outrageous up here.
It's crazy.
But I guess I don't buy much meat because my cousin is a rancher up here, and
Hmm.
I buy beef from him, and we butcher it ourselves. And because my grandfather owned a butcher shop, so we all know how to butcher very well.
Yeah, good. Very good. Do you ever think about doing carnivore?
I do more of a keto. I stay away from the breads and the pastas. Now,
Hmm.
the rest of my family does not, but I do. So I do more of a keto diet.
Cool. Well, that'll help. That'll help. Unbelievable. I guess now down here we're starting to see more prime rib now in the case. Okay, because Christmas and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's usually the time of year.
$300 for a 22 pound prime rib. That
I
that's a
think
whole one.
last year around Christmas time was the first time in many years I didn't buy one because they were just I didn't want it that bad. To
Mm.
be honest with you.
We went. I went to the one store where I would buy all my bulk meat from, and that's what I was getting at with that video that I'm redone today. Back then, I paid $75 for a whole chuck roll. All right. The other day, I was in the store. Son of a gun, there it was, $235 for a 20. I think it was a 20, 22 or 23 pound full chuck. That's insane. That's insane. But you
I
get
mean,
down
even
this.
when you divide it up amongst the meals you'll get out of it, it's still too much.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
I mean, that's a hell of a price for right up front. But even when you divide it all up, that's more than I want to spend on a meal at home.
yeah. I mean, it's not justified. That's what I mean.
That's it.
Usually, you could turn around and say, well, I'll cut this up a little thinner here. I'll get more meals out of it. But still, it's that bite, you know, that you get. It just don't work. I mean, it just don't work. So I don't know. I guess around here we'll start eating the cats and the dogs.
Well, I mean, I found a little old joint I've been stopping at on usually on Tuesday nights. They have a ribeye at the bar, a ribeye special. It's a 16-ounce ribeye with a salad and a side for $19.
No, can't go wrong with that.
I can't buy it
No,
in the
you
store
can't.
that cheap.
Mm-mm.
No.
So
No.
Tuesday nights I eat out because I can't afford a steak at my house.
Yeah, and a lot more places out here are starting to really lower their prices because you know what? It's getting bad. Nobody's coming. Um,
Well, they're going to have to lower it or go out of business.
yeah,
So we have to see who blinks first. The owners or the public.
unreal. I mean, just everything. And this one particular store that I go to, everything doubled in prices. I mean, just insane. I mean, one small little eggplant about that big, okay, it's $4.99. That's insane. I told Maurice, maybe we should start growing eggplant. She says, get that hell away from me. Too funny. I don't know.
Well, you all getting ready for Christmas?
Bah humbug.
Vic,
Yeah.
Vicky was talking about, she's got a bum arm because she had her shoulder replaced. She said, "Do you think you could put our tree up tomorrow?" I says, "I don't know." Excuse me. Then she tried. She's well, maybe not. Maybe we'll skip it this year. Then she came back and she's well, maybe I will. So I don't know if we're gonna have a tree or not. I I don't care one way or another.
Uh, I got one when we first moved here. I sent away, Amazon. You take it; it's a flat box for a Christmas tree, flat box, and it's 4 foot. Well, I got the green one with the lights on it, the whole bit.
Yeah.
And when I took it out of the box, it was gold. It was all gold. It's
Oh
supposed to be
yeah.
green. So you pull this thing up. And I said, "Yeah, we're in Vegas. Look at this, all gold." So last year, Marie's the type of lady who would put it on for an hour. I turned my back and she shut it off. What are you doing? "Oh, I don't want to burn the lights out." Put the friggin' thing on and leave it on.
Lights are $2 a wrap.
Yeah, but it's all connected. Everything's connected,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's one of the. It looks like garland up like this. Well, last year we're sitting there watching TV, and all of a sudden the center of the tree went dark. She said, "I hate that thing anyway. I hate it." So I said, "Well, I said we're going to try to get another green one this year. I don't want to put nothing up this year." I said, "No spirit. You don't have no spirit or anything like that." Nah, I don't want to do it.
Well, I used to. I'd wait till after Christmas, and I'd go buy the small lights.
Mm-hmm.
You get what are the string of 100 feet or something like that for $5.
Mm-hmm.
I'd pick me up 2 or 3 packages of those, and then the next year I'd just buy a tree, wrap it up with those lights, and when it's Christmas over, I'd take everything to the curb, lights included.
Yeah. So I said, it just nobody has that spirit anymore because it's all. I mean, for crying out loud, next 2 weeks they'll be putting Valentine's stuff up.
Tom, I told her tonight. She was going back and forth. I said, "Tell you what, I'm just going to stop. I'm going to pick up one of them scraggly little old lonely Charlie Brown trees and bring it home." I said, "That way you won't be the saddest thing here Christmas."
Marie says, "For what? Why are we really putting it up for?" I mean, it just. I said, "Well, it's not a big deal. You put little legs on it and stand it up. It's only 4 foot tall."
Yeah.
But I said no. But I do have lights. I have them little lights around bottom of my floor
Uh huh.
that I put on, and then I got in the kitchen. I got the bulbs like the patio lights,
Okay.
and I
Okay.
put that on. This way, I don't have to put a bright light on or anything like that. But when we have the tree up, go to shut the tree off, the other lights go off. The other ones start blinking.
Well, I mean, the tree. Every year we go through the same thing. Why do we need a tree? Well, in case somebody comes over. I said, nobody comes over. If they're going to judge me by a tree, they can leave.
I said, if anybody comes over, I don't like them anyway, so they're not coming in. You know?
I mean, she enjoys it and all that, but I just don't think it's worth the work.
No, it's not. You're 100% right. That's some 7 foot tree. Ceramic. Unbelievable. I mean, it's all the hype and stuff like that. I mean, the kids are little and stuff like that. That's the big
Yeah,
thing.
if I had kids coming around, even my nieces and nephews, they've got their own families now. They don't come around.
Yeah. So we'll put the lights on. There again, out on the balcony, I got a string of lights in there because we would sit out there.
Yeah.
And summer night or something like that. Put the lights on and stuff like that. And Marie would say, "All right, that's enough. Shut the lights off." What do you have against lights? I don't understand it. What are you doing? Amazing. It's just simply amazing.
So I don't know if we're going to have a tree or not.
I don't think we're going to put it up. My
She,
daughter.
I said, I don't want to drag it out. She said, it's in the box, sitting there in the entry already. I says, well, let's just get a blanket, put over that box, and get a little tree and put on top of it.
There you go. By the way, how's she doing with her arm?
Well, her physical therapist is trying to get her to not use it so much. So I don't know. It's going to be a long recovery, I think.
Mm-mm-mm.
Because she was, and I don't know if she's overworked it, if that's what it is, but she was telling her PT that all she does is sit in a chair and at the office. They say, yeah, but she even typing, she's using all those muscles and nerves and stuff typing, and so she'd been wearing her sling at work because she catches herself reaching across, grab papers and stuff like that, and overextending it. So she's having a. It's very uncomfortable, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, like last night. I mean, I reached over, shut the light off in the bedroom, and that joker popped again, and all night long.
You
Oh,
don't have a clapper?
I couldn't clap. It hurt so much. I never thought of that. Get a clap. Can you imagine that? I mean, all the old clap on, clap off.
Well, you can get those. You can get those plugs now that you can just plug into an outlet and plug your lamp into it, and Alexa will take care of it for you.
Don't even mention. I'm surprised it didn't go off already. Got headphones on. Charlie gets me all the time. He said one time in a video, "Hey Tom, turn up your volume." Alexa, time it. Marie cracks up with that. She said the other day, she said, "You're actually arguing with a box and it's sitting on the counter, and you're in an argument, full blown argument."
Yeah, I've been known to tell her to shut up every once in a while because who you talking to? I said, damn box there on the bar.
I like the old Italian woman. Hey, goo goo. No, some funny shit. I don't know, but here we are, another year down the tubes.
Well, I can't. It went by fast, didn't it?
Why, like a blink of the eye. Holy man!
Can't
Every,
believe how fast it's gone by.
even the weeks, and I told Maria, I said, "Here's the deal. I get up in the morning, okay, come on the computer, check everything, do what I got to do with banking or whatever I have to do. Go in, take a shower. By that time, I'll eat. I'll have a couple scrambled eggs, a couple cups of coffee, and then the day just clicks on by." I said, "Next thing you know, 7 o'clock. Shut everything down.
Yeah.
And it's the same wheel." So she said, "Well, we could go out." I said, "Yeah, we could. But once we get there, you want to go home."
I
And
got one of those.
yeah. All right, come on, let's go home. Yeah. My friend police chief is chief. You get some, Siri.
Yep, that's what we were saying, Terry. Every year
Yeah.
they seem to fly by faster.
And I had still when I first got out here, I still wasn't really used to the 3 hour difference from everybody back east in Florida and stuff.
Uh
And I guess they weren't either. So midnight, I would get the phone call. Hey, that's 3 o'clock in the morning my time. You know,
huh.
Happy New Year. I said, look, you're gonna make to the end of the month. But here, the fireworks go off from midnight, probably till almost 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Well, same way around here. I mean, we got a lot of young people in the neighborhood with kids, and
I don't know.
they usually start early and it runs late.
Yeah, just don't freaking end too much. I don't know.
Well, Terry, I always tell my neighbors, you know how you're getting old is when you talk about how fast the trees grew.
Yeah. There's Grumpus. It starts here on Friday with our landscapers here. They don't cut grass no more because there is no grass. It's all artificial turf and these little pea gravel. And all they do is they come around with the blowers. So probably for 2.5 hours to 3 hours, all you hear is "Wah." All right. Then they leave Friday afternoon. And Saturday morning, it kicks off the neighborhood behind me. Okay. And then nobody Sunday, and then Monday, they do the whole place around us. So, I mean, I guess it's an HOA.
Yep, it's got
So
to
they,
be.
so they just do the whole thing, and it goes on and on and on. And then every day around 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, every day, if I find them, never mind, I can't say nothing. I ain't going to say nothing. There's a little dog that barks for a good 2 hours. Don't stop.
Wonder what sets him off.
Either they put him outside or what, I don't know. But for a good 2 hours. So now I'm there again. This guy back here, get off my lawn. I'm going to start wearing that mask. I said, I'm going to go walk around the neighborhood. I said, it's getting worse and worse. I feel myself getting to that point. You know what I mean? Shut the goddamn blowers down. And where's that dog? Little yapper. Unbelievable.
Yeah, but you're gonna have that nowhere where you go. You know, every time I fire a camera up out back, planes start going over, or somebody will fire up a lawnmower. I mean, that's just very rare to watch any of my videos and not hear a dog in the background or airplanes or.
I mean, but it just goes on constantly. I mean, you can almost set your watch to it. Remember, cue that beautiful bean footage, that type of things. But unbelievable. Marie says, You're old. You're old. Yeah. She said to me last night when I'm flipping around the bed, I couldn't sleep. And she said, I bet you won't get on the floor no more. Keep it up. Keep it up.
You have to build your ramp to the wall. Just ramp yourself up to the wall.
Unbelievable. Well, like I said, it's better than the alternative, that's for sure.
Well, that's true. That's true.
So all the little irritants and stuff that goes on,
But what you gonna do? I mean, you can't. You can stay wound up over it, but nobody cares.
but then I catch myself. What are you so worried about with that noise? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do the same thing. I got new neighbors, and they just. I don't think they've ever lived in a subdivision before. Is what they're not used to people being around them.
Are you in the HOA, Grumpus?
Oh yeah, I've been fighting with them for 40 years.
And the fees are out here like unbelievable.
They're going nuts here. Well, I mean, I'm sure mine isn't as high as yours, but they've probably tripled in 40 years.
The neighborhood.
I got the bill for the new year just the other day, and it went up. Excuse me, it went up $100.
Jesus. But they don't do anything extra.
I don't. They've got a swimming pool at the clubhouse that I've never been to either one of them. They got tennis courts I've never seen. But when I called and told them I needed a street light changed out, they told me call Centerpoint. They don't do that.
Really?
What the heck am I paying dues for?
Well, when I lived in Katy, there was U.S. Homes, and they had they had that nosy boy tell to Karen, you can't do that. She got about 5 minutes to get off that driveway right there.
Well, I've had my rounds with some of those people too. I had one guy got so mad at him one day. I told him, "You need to get back in your car, go back to the other side of the subdivision, find Alfalfa, and bring him back, and we'll have a meeting."
I mean, the neighborhood behind here is $800 a month.
How much?
$800 a month for HOA.
Holy crap!
Yep. I said, that's crazy. Dressing like the 70s.
Well, I think mine's up to 500 and something a year.
A year, wow. This is a month. And that's what's driving a lot of people out of here. Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. Unbelievable.
We're going to one of the bars up in Old Town Spring. I haunt once in a while. They're having a New Year's Eve party, and it's 80s prom night.
Oh, that ought to be interesting.
And so I've got my tickets, and Vicky is so wound up on this thing. She's bought a dress. She bought this. I said, "You realize this isn't a real prom?"
Hey, maybe you get one of your daddy's cars.
Because
Take it
she
to their prom.
she said she never went to none of her proms, so this is the first one for her. I said, "Well, this isn't really a real prom."
Oh well, well, well. I got a buddy out here who is actually from Ohio, but great singer, tenor, and he sang with us a couple times. You know, at a couple of casinos we played at. But he does cruise ships now. Him and two other guys, and they're called the Las Vegas Tenors. Okay,
Okay.
so he the one he did a tribute band, and he was with the Eagles, and they did a lot of Eagles songs. So he said, "Hey Tom, I'm in town." He lives here. I'm back off the ship, and he said we're going to be at the Italian American Club. Why don't you come down? I said, yeah, it sounds like a good idea. So I says to Mary, I says, well, what do you think? You want to go to Italian American Club? Billy's in town. Now, Italian American Club, Marie. Yeah, we're gonna have a little dinner, listen to Billy sing, and there's another guy, Nicholas Cole, really good guy. I said these guys are going to be together, and then invited us them. Nah, I don't feel like going. And turned up the volume louder so she wouldn't hear me. I'm saying, the frick. Okay, unbelievable.
Well, look what the cat's drug in. Josh and Babe,
Hey,
how
what's
y'all
up?
doing tonight? I hope you had a good holiday.
I'll be right back.
Well, it's nice. That's nice of you to say that, Josh. I appreciate it. Give Babe a hug for me. So, Alex,
Yes, sir.
so do you have to? I'm not familiar with the dialysis and all that. Is that something you can drive yourself to, or does somebody else have to go there and spend the 5 hours with you, or how does that work?
As of right now, I can drive myself,
Okay.
but I guess if I don't get a kidney and it progresses, I might not be able to have enough strength to drive myself.
Wow.
So I'm hoping it doesn't go that far.
I mean, that pretty much that just kills the whole week, doesn't it?
It does.
And do you feel better when it's over? Is that something that takes you a couple of days to recoup from?
The day that I do dialysis, I'm shot for the day, 'cause it takes every bit of energy I have. So
Okay.
Tuesdays and Thursdays I can do pretty good, and through the weekend I do pretty good. But Fridays, Wednesdays, and Mondays, after treatment, I just more or less go home and veg because I
Wow.
have no energy.
Well, maybe something happened for you pretty soon.
That's what I'm hoping for.
So does your wife work, or are you both retired?
Nope, she works. I was forced into retirement
Okay.
at 46 years old. Now I'm 48, but it's frustrating because I'd rather be working.
Quint, are you saying there's more money involved? I done got stuck for a dress and hair and nails and all that.
That's funny. What time does something like that start, Grumpus?
Uh, they'll probably. I think they said they'll start at 8. They'll start at 8 and go to probably 1 or 2.
Cool.
That's that little speakeasy I've told you about.
Yeah.
It's a fun little place. I'm usually there every Tuesday night. Sometimes I'll pop in on a Wednesday or a Friday,
Hmm.
depending on what Vicky's got going on. If she's not coming straight home after work, a lot of times I'll just hang out there for a little bit.
Yeah.
It was only 3 miles from the house.
We usually we haven't been out. I mean, we worked every friggin' New Year's Eve for years.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So she said, I don't know, you want to do anything? I said, no, I really don't want to do it. It's a couple years ago. So what we do now is we go to this Tuscany Grill,
okay,
Italian seafood, Italian steak and seafood place. We go in, sit down, sit at the bar. As long as you're playing, they don't charge you for drinks.
yeah,
And then I'll get like a nice filet mignon, a little béarnaise, and like maybe some spinach or something like that.
yeah.
And then a couple glasses of wine. Come home.
Well, we're not big partiers. I can't remember the last time we went to a New Year's Eve party.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll try to get her out, get something to eat. Make a date night out of it. Still, but even then, we try to get home before all the amateurs get out on the roads.
yeah.
But usually, I can't get her out of the house. So I was real shocked that she jumped on this.
Yeah, we normally, especially, I mean, there again, it's amateur night to begin with, but
Yeah,
most of the time, any kind of around any kind of holiday. Now, like I've heard, I haven't been out, but the day before Thanksgiving and tonight, Metro puts out this thing that they will be checks, DWI checks
yep.
around. So that's
But
well,
Terry, this is yeah, this guy's got this place set up. It's oh, he's only got one TV run. He's got black and white movies running on that, and they play a lot of Rat Pack type music. What is that, Tom? 70s or 60s,
60s,
50s,
late
60s music,
50s, 60s. Yeah,
and it's just a quiet little place. In fact, he's got a barber shop upstairs. Now his old place, he had a barber shop, and the doorway was through a bookcase,
yeah,
like the old prohibition type things.
yeah.
He doesn't have that at this newer place that he's got. But I say newer, the building's probably 100 years old that
Yeah.
we're in.
There's a place out here called Capo's. And when we first come out here, we go to this place. So they have a regular door, okay,
Yeah.
and they'd have a bookcase type of thing, all right, and then over in the corner, phone booth,
Okay.
all right, and then just another wall. So you stand, you got to ring the bell, okay, and you stand in front of this red door with the handle on it, the whole bit, and slide open. What do you want? I have reservations. Hold on a minute. You give them your name. Hold on a minute. Okay?
Tony sent me.
Yeah, exactly. I said, "Hey, Gizudich, you got a table?" And next thing you know, you hear the buzzer, and everybody goes to grab the door, but the phone booth opens,
And
and
that's
then
something.
you go in, and it is pitch dark in this place.
Yeah.
You got red candles on the table.
Uh-huh.
They have a little bar, and then you see the kitchen in the back. But when they give you the menu, it's got a flashlight on it to look at the menu. Then once your eyes get adjusted to it, then you can
Uh-huh.
start seeing around a little bit. Then they have a magician comes over to the table, pick a
Uh-huh.
card, one of them type of things. Then the singer gets up, and they have a piano player and a singer, and he'll walk around, do some Frank and the Dean Martin, Tony Bennett stuff.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
man, food was decent. It was really nice. But I tell you what, it was fantastic. My two grandsons were like looking around. What's going on, Pop?
Yeah.
What's this? Just hang
Well,
in
it's
there.
like this place. I mean, it's nothing fancy, but it's got a nice vibe, a cool place to hang out.
Yeah. And then at one point, if you're there, if you're sitting there's a bunch of big tables, and the music's playing, and you can hear the people talking, but it's still dim. Okay, so by the door, all of a sudden, you see like a guy walks past from the back room and
Uh-huh.
walks past everybody and goes out. Okay, he's all dressed in dark clothes, and all of a sudden you hear bang, 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 and you see the sparks flying from the gun, and then not there. He's gone. So everybody's jumping like this. So pretty cool. Yeah. And like I said, the food wasn't bad.
I mean, this
Yeah,
little place just has a little, bar food,
yeah,
pizza and stuff like that. But it's not really it's bar food. It's not someplace you'd want to go for supper.
yeah.
But it's very cool.
There's a lot of great places out here. You got to look for them. You really got to find them.
Yeah.
You know, like this one place we go to. There's three guys, three owners, and they've been there 20, almost 30 years. And they greet you at the door. Hello, how you doing? And you sit at the bar. As long as you're playing,
Yeah.
you'll get your drinks for nothing. And then, um, like I said, once in a while, have a steak, or whatever. But they have bar food, appetizers. Okay, and sure enough, I mean, you get done for the two of us, it's like $35.
Uh huh.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I'll walk in there and I'll barely get sat down, and they'll come up and say, you're regular Grumpus. I say, yep.
Yeah. Maria have one or two drinks. I'll have two or three glasses of wine. And I mean, it's right up the road from my house.
Yeah. Yeah.
And one night we're sitting there, and Marie says, "Oh, look, they're all the same color." Right? And I looked at it. I said, "Yeah," because she says, "Should I get rid of it?" Marie's quick on the draw to do something.
Uh
Okay,
huh.
she had a royal flush. Okay, but only put a quarter on it. So she went a couple $100. So she
Oh,
said, "You're
nice.
buying." She said, "You're buying." I said, "You're buying dinner. That's my money." Okay. No, but she's not like that. No.
Yeah, Tom, it's a lot of fun. And I just stumbled across it by accident. I forget what I was looking for. Well, I went in and couldn't get served at one place, so I went out in the parking lot and just said bars near me, and this thing popped up. I'd never
Okay.
heard of it, so it wasn't too far away. I jumped in. That was like 3 years ago.
Hmm. We used to after work when I was there. We used to go to a place called Cooters.
Hooters,
Cooters.
Cooters.
Yeah. It was in a Woolco
Wilco.
store that
Okay.
went belly up. Place was huge. There was probably 10 bars in there. Music playing the whole bit like
Yeah,
that. Sit at the table. It's pretty cool down there.
that wasn't that kind of like a Dave and Buster's where they got the
Uh,
arcades and
yes.
food and
Yes.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it was a Dave and Buster's knockoff, if I
I
remember.
think there was two of them. One on over by me, and then where I worked, and then one I think I don't know if it was south or not. I'm not sure, but it would get jam packed. I mean, I loved using. I told Maria, I says it's too crazy for me now. You know, moving. To move back there and everything like that. But when I was there, I enjoyed it. Really did.
Now, when I worked downtown, I really enjoyed working downtown because the restaurant scene, bar scene was just starting to get fired up
Hmm.
when I stopped working down there. So it's pretty hopping town now. Now, when
Yeah.
I first started working down there, they rolled the sidewalks in at 6.
Yeah.
I
Oh
couldn't
yeah.
I couldn't believe how dead it was.
Hmm. We used to do a lot of moving back then, and we would have these guys and stuff like that, and a bunch of us, or the supervisors, when guys go on lunch break, we would go over to James Coney Island
Yeah,
and get some hot dogs and stuff.
yeah,
And I said, "This is not Coney Island. No, it's Coney dogs. You Yankee." But then when we get done, we stop at like Cowboys. We go to down on Westheimer. Um, my favorite place of all times was boy, what the hell is it? The Lone Star, not the chain, but the Lone Star Cafe, and
okay,
they did steaks. Probably the coldest beer I ever had in my life. You know what I mean? And shots. You do some shots
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
We get out of there and we'd have a good time. Steak was fantastic. Lemon butter T-bones in cast iron pans, right in
Nice.
front of you. Right in front of you.
Oh, they cook at tableside.
No, the way you sat,
Oh, okay.
They had all these burners around,
Oh, okay. I got you. I
and
got you.
you'd watch the guy would cook it right in front of you. What do you want? I said, "Do I have a choice?" T-bone steak. That, and believe it or not, Bennigan's.
I always liked Bennigan's, but they just didn't make it around here. They just didn't hang in there.
Come. Well, that's where they're originally from. I mean, what made me laugh about it was the first time I ever seen a bowl of lemons and a bowl of jalapenos. And I said to the guy that was showing me around, "What's that?" He said, "I'm going to show you in a minute." Tell the guy, two. And they come over with that freaking Corvo. I told him, I said, "You want me to drink this?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "That's what you get to know the lemons and what they would do is they would break open a jalapeno, squeeze a lemon on it, and give you the other half a lemon to eat what you did the shot, rather than the salt and the."
Uh huh.
So you better dial 9-1.
I bet that did light you up.
Boy, oh boy. Yeah, there was quite a few good places there. It really was. I used to
We
like
still
going.
have a Bennigan's in Bismarck,
Get
and
at
I
it.
love it.
No kidding.
Yep.
I thought they went belly up years and years ago.
It just depends on what part of the United States you're in. Because when I used to over the road truck, you'd see them out east a lot.
Hmm.
But once you get like past North Dakota, you don't see them anymore. And then once you get past South Dakota, you don't see them anymore.
Wow. Well.
Well,
I
there were
use.
several of them here in Houston. I think all of them's closed.
Hmm. Yeah, but that steakhouse. There was one up by you, up by 45 and the airport, the Lone Star, and then one down closer to. I think it's. I don't think it was that far off of 19 FM 1960 and was it Westheimer, one of them streets that we used to frequent. But good food, good grub, cheap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Well, folks, it's been almost 2 hours. What do you think?
Yep, I am about
Yeah.
ready to toss and turn all night.
Yeah.
I done picked
Yeah.
everybody's brain.
I'm
I've run out of
fading
questions.
fast.
Alex, keep in touch, all right? Let me know what's going on.
I will. Hey, you still on Facebook, Tom?
Yes.
I'll message you then.
Okay, cool. Yep, I'm still there.
So
Yep.
we got plans, big plans for tomorrow. Anybody doing anything special?
I am putting the kitchen back together after we moved everything around. My daughter gave me sizzle plates to cast iron. Okay, so I think brand new. I think there's like six of them. So I'm going to break out the grills. I'm going to season them up.
Yeah, those I like those.
Yeah, and do
Hmm.
steaks and stuff on that. And then
Hey, what those little wooden trays they set them on cost as much or more than the dish.
yeah, yeah. And also, she gave me another cast iron. It's 10 inch, but she gave me a small. I think it's 6 or 8 inch small. What do you call it? The used to have on the chuck wagons. I got a bigger one, like oven,
Oh, okay,
but
okay.
it's this big, like that. So that's gonna be nice for sauces and stuff, you know.
What, like a 2 quart, something like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool.
So I'll be seasoning them up and then getting ready for the week. That's it.
I'm gonna
Well,
finish shoveling my driveway.
Uh,
that ain't no fun.
no, it ain't no fun.
No, it's not.
Alex Peaches got a question for you.
What's that?
Are you drinking out of a
I
big
can't see
boy?
the comments. I'm on my phone.
Oh, it says, "Are you drinking out of a big boy cup?" I guess
Yes, I
thought
am.
they closed down.
Not in North Dakota. Ours is still going strong.
Hmm.
But we're locally owned too, so that might be a different reason.
Okay.
Kip's big boy. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I hadn't seen one of them in years.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's decades.
Well, what you got going on tomorrow, Grumpus? Anything?
I'm not sure. I keep threatening to pull everything off my counters and rearrange them. Every time I get things the way I like it, somebody moves them,
Oh, don't even go there. Don't even go there.
and it's I don't have that much counter space. So if I don't arrange it just right, I don't have room to even set a tray down to put anything on it. You know.
If you pay attention to some of my videos, okay, every once in a while you see this little Italian hand comes in to grab something. I mean, means well and a whole like that. But then I'll go look for a spoon or something in the middle of it, and then I got to edit it. Son of a- where the go- But been doing that for 30, almost 40 years. So unbelievable.
So anyway, I don't think I've got anything special going on. Whatever we eat tomorrow, I'm sure is going to be leftovers.
Okay. You gonna put the tree up tomorrow?
God, I hope not. I mean, she says, let's put it up. My heart kind of sinks a little bit, and then let's just wait a while, and then I get happy about it again. And the only time I can get excited about Christmas is when I have to put a tree up.
I said to her, "Which is my command or my command, whatever the hell that goes." I'm not putting the tree up. I don't want it. Unbelievable. But my daughter says to me, she said, "Pop," she said, "Get in the idea of moving, getting rid of a lot of stuff and everything like that." She said, "I threw my tree and all my lights, all my ornaments out. Now they're not going yet. Probably not till mid-January." So I said to Marie, "Aha." She will get the golden Christmas tree.
All right.
I don't know. All right, guys, I appreciate it.
You want to plug anything, Tom?
Well, I got my video coming up in a half hour, an hour. That's my 2-year anniversary on the Sunday Dinner Chef. And then Monday I have the podcast with Man Kitchen Recipes, Kevin. And
All
that's
right.
about it. That's about it.
All right, folks. Well, everybody in the chat, thanks for joining us tonight. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Grumpus, thanks for having us up.
Hey, it was fun. It was last minute, but I've had fun.
Very good. Alex, keep in touch,
been fun.
please.
Appreciate
I will.
you popping up.
Yeah. Quint, take care, buddy. Peaches, be good. Medwood, Terry, be good. Good night, everybody.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Good night.